If you've been around high school sports in Bend for any amount of time, you might have noticed a gentleman on the sideline at football games or in the stands at volleyball, baseball, softball, track meets, hoops, you name it, he's there. He's always there, talking with the coaches and encouraging the players. His name is Ovey Summers. So who is Ovey Summers?
Ovey Summers would be considered, to me, the patron saint of Bend athletics.
Ovey Summers is the walking encyclopedia of sports in the Bend area.
We call Ovey our #1 fan.
Ovey is an institution in high school sports in Bend.
There's a saying that goes, carve your name on hearts, not tombstones. A legacy is etched into the minds of others and the stories they share about you.
Ovey was part of the athletic family, all right? So he was one of us.
Ovey is one of a kind.
He was just an unbelievable supporter of all of our programs and all of our kids.
For more than 60 years, Ovey Summers carved his name into the heart of the high school sports community of Bend.
He personified what athletics was about, which is about relationships and people and strife and struggle and victories and defeats and learning and all those things. He personified that.
I've always been a sports nut. I was a sports nut when it wasn't popular to be a sports nut.
Really?
Yeah.
Before ESPN?
Before ESPN. Before it was cool to be high on sports. I was high on sports.
If there was a game or match or meet, Ovey was there. First as a manager for the Lava Bears, then as a fan of athletics, activities, and most of all, a fan of the kids.
When kids see somebody that cares enough to show up and remember their name and make a contact with them, that is huge. And so I think that would be one of the main reasons why people just loved him.
You're a fan of the student athletes, not necessarily the programs where they play.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. You couldn't have hit the nail on the head harder. I support the kids, not the program.
Ovey became universally loved for his consistent presence, his positive and encouraging spirit, and his unique mind.
He had a mind like a steel trap. He could remember everything.
If you were to ask him, someone that played in 1972, he'd tell you who it was. He might even tell you what number they wore.
I was a very average athlete in high school, and for him to come up and say, oh yeah, I remember what you did in the Pendleton game at Bruin Field. I remember your number. I remember some of your statistics. Just was amazing.
I was 15th.
15th?
Yeah, I was 15th.
Out of how many?
200.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Ovey Summers, the name, the numbers, the legacy will be remembered.
Many people say that a coach in 1 year will influence more people than the average person in a lifetime, and I would say Ovey was a coach. He influenced a lot of kids and a lot of families, and certainly a lot of us as coaches and players over the years.
Several years ago, we had this young man that played sports. He walked up to me at a baseball game, tears flowing down his face, and said, I want to thank you for supporting me all these years. And he said, it has meant so much to me. Thank you very much. And walked away crying.
Wow. How did that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel proud, but it also helped me.
Carve your name on hearts, not tombstones.
He had an impact on people, and those thoughts and those memories and those experiences will never be forgotten. You may not see it as a marker or anything else, but it's in our hearts. And those are the things that I think that will last forever.
He just became a part of your team.
He was always there and connected to those kids and those families. I think that's his ongoing legacy.
He was a hell of a guy.
in Bend. For Dave Jones, I'm Eric Lindstrom, Central Oregon Daily News.